everybody, what's up, and welcome to my channel. My name, if you don't know already, it's Vintage Game Finder. Anybody that's new to the channel, I pretty much do that. I find vintage games, try to give them a happy home, a home where they're actually used, instead of at the garage or a storage unit or the trash can. So basically this video is not your typical episode. What I'm trying to do here is just give you guys a little bit of a Q&A and a question that I get asked quite frequently is how do I get custom covers for some of my games? And I'll show you one of them. This will be what I'm trying to do is I get games that come in CD jewel cases like this game here for the Sega Dreamcast. And I go ahead and I just download a cover online, and I put it in a DVD case, which to me, in my opinion, when people talk to me on the subject of those games back in that time period, I always wonder why Sega never went this route. I think on a display case on a store, it's a little bit better than your standard CD jewel case. I understand the need for cutting costs as far as the manufacturing of the games and everything like that, but I think this would have added a little bit more pop when you walk into the store as opposed to these back in that time period. So I do it frequently as much as I can, and the website that I use is called The Cover Project, and I'll show you more or less how to do it with a couple covers that I'm downloading and going to the store to print out today. So yeah, let's take this journey together. Standard laptop, PC, whatever. Here I have my external drive. I usually go for the 4 gig, but if you want to go bigger, that's up to you, obviously. So what I do is, obviously, go online. Then I have the site bookmarked. Let me see. And here it is, The Cover Project. Well, it's thecoverproject.net. The Cover Project being one word by itself. And here, as you can see, you have the whole gamut. Anywhere from 3DO to Xbox One, that's the consoles. Then you have the handhelds, the 3DS, all the way to the Wonder Swan Color. And for the computer, you PC guys, there's Amiga, Linux, Mac, MS-DOS, and Windows. So there's a diverse array of covers, and not only that, you can get covers from different regions of the world, like the European games, the Asian games, import games that never made it to North America. This site for me is pretty solid and legit. I am missing a couple covers for Japanese games, but that's not really a problem. Alright, let's just pick a random game. I'm gonna pick Rise Star for the Sega Genesis, and we're looking for it. And it says here we have 4 covers for Rise Star, so we'll check it out. We have the PAL cover here, the NTSC, which is the North American one. We have another one for the Japan market, and then we have a custom cover, which is, I think, another cool feature, which is usually fan-made cover right here for the game, and that's the one I'm going to go with right now. So we'll double click on the image we want, then we'll go to download, press download, and it's going to go and save to your computer. And after that, let's see, we'll go down here, go to your file manager, and it should be in pictures. Let's see. Nope, not in pictures. We'll try another one. Downloads. We'll try downloads. And yes, right there. See here? These are the covers I'm picking. And out of, these, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. I just did the Rise Star twice just so, just to show you. But you take these and you transfer them to the external drive, right click, send to, And then when you put the drive in, it's gonna say D drive. Put it in the D drive, it'll transfer to this. And now we go ahead and take this and go to Staples. We'll take some footage of that coming up.
Yay! Hello, we are back with some daddy. Dad, stop walking so fast. Hey, Dad.
And we're gonna go ahead and pick one of the covers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pick one of the covers so I can make it, and you can see what the last couple steps are gonna be like. And the cover I'm choosing for you to see right now is our copy here of Rystar. I decided to go ahead and choose a fan-made cover from Cover Art project.net, which I showed you a little bit earlier before. And here's what the cover came out like from Staples. And I picked the most expensive glossy type quality paper there. So I think I got it for about 85 or 88 cents. So I mean, you probably kind of see it on the camera, but the quality is pretty good. And we're using, of course, a donor game or a donor case, if you want to call it that. And typically it's going to be a sports title. In this case is ESPN National Hockey Night, which I have, well, used to have complete in box, because I'm going to go ahead and use the case for it. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll take off the original cover art. Case is in about, maybe out of 10, I give it about a solid 7. And we are gonna have to do some trimming here, obviously, because it's not gonna fit the way we want it to as it is right now. And for us, in order for us to go ahead and do that, we're gonna need a special tool. In this case, it's a tool that I bought in Walmart for under $10, I believe. It's called a protractor, which is this right here. So it's a pretty neat little setup and a pretty neat little tool to have. So you can have precision cuts on any piece of paper. In this case, our video game cover. So let's go ahead and start cutting. The first thing I do is I trim the bottom. Yeah, let me see. I trim one side. I either pick the top or the bottom, and usually you could just start with either or, just so you could get a better idea of what and how you need to cut this. So yeah, I am gonna go ahead and cut to the bottom here as close to between the white and the red border as possible. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Whoops, that's my alarm. Go ahead, and there are lines here, so you just try to match up the lines and pay very close attention to where you best believe that needle is going to pass through, or that razor is going to pass through, I should say, when it comes to cutting, because you're only going to get one shot to get this right. So I'll probably err on the safe side and just do one cut a little bit above. Make sure it's nice and straight. Boom. That's one cut. Now we have the opportunity to just get a little bit closer with the next cut. I'm gonna guesstimate right around here where I need to cut. Just make sure you put some weight in the middle so it doesn't slide on you when you're actually trying to cut. Boom. That's pretty good. For right now, I think that's good, because I don't want to get any closer to that. So like that, when I make a trim here, it's a little bit better. And it's starting to take a little bit of shape now. So the next cut, let me see, I'm gonna guesstimate. It's gonna be around there, yeah, so it should be fine. I'll do the cut just like I did at the bottom, and let's see what happens. The cool thing about getting this type of quality paper for under $1, you can make mistakes and go back eventually until you get it right, but you know, at the same time, you want to start to consider the cost of gas and the time it takes to travel to and from the Staples. Unless you have a quality printer of your own and you want to do it on your own, that's probably going to even be easier for you. Alright, let's make that first cut. Boom. Alright, now let's go ahead and test fit, see what it looks like. Nope. No, we're going to have to go trim. But as far as the top and the bottom go, I think it's pretty good so far. So we're going to start trimming the sides now. See how that ends up. These side ones are a little bit more intricate, a little bit nerve-wracking in my opinion, because like I said, you get one chance to get that first cut right, and if not, everything goes foobar. Alright, cut. Finish that edge out. Now let's see what we got here. We're pretty close, we're getting there. If I could get away with trying to fit it now, I'll try it. No, not even close. We got more fitting to do. It's a lot of trimming going on, but once you get that cover on, when you'll see at the end of this, it's amazing how it looks. Okay, put a weight in the middle. Cut. Now we'll test fit again. Now it's going in. Let's see if we get it where we need to go. Let's see. I like my games to fit, especially the covers, to fit as uniform as possible. Alright, from the naked eye it looks good, but I don't like this. So if I could get away with one more little cut, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that. But as far as the sides are concerned, I think I'm good to go there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut a little bit more here because there's too much white here and not enough here. So if I could compensate a little bit more by just trimming maybe an extra millimeter or so off, I think I'll be happy with that. Let's take a look. Just want to make sure you line up as good as possible. Come on. Okay. Weight in the middle. I'll try to double check again. There you go. One and done. Okay. Now let's see what we got. Alright guys, check it out. I think it looks good. Just a little bit more form fitting there. Now it's good. It's looking good, I think. Couple of cuts there with the protractor. I mean, 10 to 12 bucks from Walmart is not bad. Good size. You may be able to find it cheaper on Amazon or Wish. I'll go ahead and leave that up to you to discover, but it's a pretty good deal for what you're able to do. And so are these custom covers. I cannot recommend enough looking up these sites like thecoverproject.net. I mean, it has a wide variety of games for you to get custom covers for, but at the same time, there are some imports that they don't have those custom covers yet, and I'm looking for some specifically, but I haven't been able to find them yet. But I'm always on the lookout for them. So you guys, if you guys have any sites where we could go ahead and find those custom covers other than the coverproject.net, go ahead and drop a line there in the comment section so I can take a look at it as well, because I'm actually looking for another site just as a fallback in case the first site doesn't have any. But yeah, there it is. Not too bad. Only thing left to do now is put the game in there and hopefully find a manual one of these days at a good price, and I will have a complete copy of Ristar there. So like always, thanks for watching. God bless, stay safe.